Like any good ambivert, I'm a people watcher. I've had a chance to notice traits that I value the most in people. I've even adapted some of them, partially through practice, some through sheer osmosis, and some traits stand out the most. Here are traits that seem to make these people utterly unfuckwithable. What does it mean? It means their base as a person is so strong, it may sway with the winds, but it won't shake, crumble, or break. Or to quote that Maren Morris song, the house doesn't fall when the bones are good. The green reed which bends in the wind is stronger than the mighty oak which breaks in a storm. Unfuckwithability is having this stance ingrained in your soul. It doesn't mean you're a superhero and can stop speeding trains and bullets with your abs, or that you should fight that loudmouth at the bar. It's just a solid stance to help you sway, but not break in life. The 11 traits of utterly unfuckwithable people. They give selective fucks. The term, I don't give a fuck, is an aggressive one. It also means they don't care. I like to joke that I ran out of fucks to give in the summer of '97, but I still have a few fucks in my pockets for special occasions. The level beyond I don't give a fuck is giving selective fucks. People who care deeply about the world around them and are the most successful in navigating that world care, selectively. They dole out their limited fucks carefully. After all, you can't fill the bucket of others, or the world, if your fuck bucket is empty. And there are only so many fucks to go around. They show, not tell. They demonstrate with actions. Words are as cheap as they are plentiful. People talk a lot of game, but unfuckwithable people demonstrate with actions. This is the old idiom of, actions speak louder than words put into practice. Words are abundant and often repeated, but if you show people, you only have to show them once. Actions leave a greater impact. 3. They recognize time as a resource. Time is a resource, and it feeds into the selective fucks example above. Unfuckwithable-ers don't overcommit only to let others down. They value other people's time, and they require you to value theirs. 4. They're introspective, and they're good at it. The most unfuckwithable people don't spend time in their heads, having imaginary conversations that they win. The time in their head is spent seeing every possible outlook to their own behavior, especially the hardest to admit ones. If there's a quality of their character or decision-making that they don't like, they take note and take proactive steps to change it. 5. They treat servers nice. They don't judge people by how they treat their bosses, co-workers, or other people who could provide them an advantage. They judge people by how they treat people who can do nothing for them, like service workers. And they treat them with respect and empathy. That's their true colors, and they pay attention to that detail in others. 6. They lack ego. Have you ever noticed it's hard, to suck up to people who aren't susceptible to it? That's a lack of ego. It's humility, but not to a painstaking degree. While we're all the lead roles in our own Lifetime movies, the most unshakable people don't have main character syndrome. They don't need to. 7. They simplify complex problems. They recognize that even life's most complex problems can be boiled down to simpler ones. It's a fractions approach to life. In fractions, you reduce the numbers to their lowest terms, so 24/1/8 is reduced to a much more manageable 2/9. Simpler problems are easier to solve. They reduce everything down to the lowest possible fraction and create action plans from the individual pieces. 8. They know what they don't know. The smarter someone is, the more they know all the things they don't know. Unfuckwithable people don't see this as a weakness, but as a powerhouse strength. Because knowing your knowledge gaps is the first step to getting the answers you need. 9. They aren't crabs. Crabs pull others back down. Nobody gets out, nobody wins. Nobody gets out of the bucket, so nobody can help others do the same. People with a solid stance can boost people out of the bucket, and when they're out, they'll reach back in to get the others. Leveling is a way of establishing your place in the world through comparisons with others. Some are ahead of you, others behind. People who want to level the playing field do so by pushing others down, again, crabs, so they're on top. Levelers essentially Kobayashi Maru their way through life by cheating the system. They set the odds in their favor by manipulation, despite never actually advancing themselves. Unfuckwithable people lift others up, recognizing it is only through comparison that they can level up in life. 11. They build others up into a network. A funny thing happens when you're the cheerleader for others. Often, they cheer back. Unfuckwithable people are stronger because of the network of people they build. Not a parasitic network, but one they build mutualistically. The unfuckwithables will happily share their expertise and knowledge. They aren't worried about creating competitors because they recognize they are creating contemporaries. While the best ones do it with no expectations, they end up with a network of people they've built up who would move heaven and earth to help them. They create an army of people who will pick them up when they fall. It's their own personal fuck around and find out squad. Be unfuckwithable. Nobody said being unfuckwithable was easy. If it was, everyone would do it. But reduced down to its basic steps, it's conquerable.